Hello, it is March 6th, 2026, and the world seems to have gone cuckoo bananas. We're having holy wars, apparently. You guys, I have just been really focusing on trying to stay very positive and sending out a lot of prayers and protection for the innocents out there, no matter who you are, no matter where you live, no matter what you believe in. If you're just wanting to be a normal human on this earth and live a normal life on this earth and have, just normalcy, I'm thinking about you today. Because you know why? Same. 100% same. So, I have to put something on record. And this came to me months and months ago. I was in the kitchen, minding my own business, doing dishes, tidying up from the dinner, and some words came through, and I do not know what it means, so please do not ask, because I don't have a clue. It was just words, just somebody turned on a audiobook in my ears, sort of thing. And what it said was, the United States has been acquired. Now, I don't know what that means. And this was months and months and months ago. I said it to my husband. I was like, I just need to say something to you. And I told him. And he's like, what do you think that means? I'm like, I don't know. And I don't want a guest to know. But I do need to at least record it down now for the record, I guess. And right now, there are a lot of people who are happy about people who don't look like them getting hurt. And I just am really confused. And it makes me wonder what people are being taught in supposed houses of God. My. Oh dear, dear. I thought it was a love sort of thing. I also... Great, my spirit guides are talking to me now. Hold on. Now this I'm not going to count as anything because it's actually happening in the news right now. And this is my fault for not saying anything, but I think I was just in my prayers hoping nothing was going to happen. That I was seeing things incorrectly, that I was cloud cuckoo land. No, people are better than this. We can do better than this, but no. Evidently, we're not better than this. We won't do better than this. I don't understand why we can't. But I kept seeing certain big cities and big monuments, churches, things like that, mosques, temples. I've seen some, in different countries, not just in the hot zone right now, but also in countries that are attacking other countries right now. I saw a lot of destruction of churches and temples and things like that. I don't know what that's all about, but I hope not. I just really would hope that there would be no destruction. I guess I'm a little bit Pollyanna that way, but I do dream constantly about a world filled with love and peace and joy, and where people can be themselves and not feel judged or messed with because they're different or weird or gifted or whatever it is. I would love to have a world where, actually, I used to say to my friend, I was like, could you imagine what the world would be like if we didn't mess up our children before they got to be adults? Like if we didn't cause so much trauma, mental health trauma, and then adults didn't have to get over all that stuff in order to sort of feel some sort of normal. But what if we just nourished children and protected them from the start and made sure that they were not messed with in any way, that they were able to follow their giftings and the things that they're interested in and learn in safety and in boundaries. Not that they don't fall down sometimes and get hurt, because that's just life, but just let's not inflict trauma on our children. And then what would the world look like? What if we kept doing that? Could we use our resources for life and life-giving and affirming ideas and concepts, art, music, dance, creative building, science, moving forward, all this integration with nature and what is possible with big ideas and the willingness to take chances to do things differently and better. I saw a company that is creating packaging for products out of mushrooms and hemp fiber. They create these little molds and they inject the molds with those two things. Like they put it into the mold and then they allow it to grow. And within a couple days, this packaging has been created for your, be it a helmet or, you know, like a phone, things like that, all sorts of things for packaging. And afterwards, instead of it being plastic and creating a problem, it can just be composted and go return back to the earth. So there are good news stories out there. There are good things out there. And it's important for us to show up each day, in each moment, doing our very level best. Sometimes we have awesome days and sometimes we have less than awesome days. And that's just life on earth, okay? But the Spirit looks at your heart and how... My point is sometimes we're harder on ourselves than the Spirit guides are for us. They see us growing. They see the growth and the trying. And not to be to infantilize anyone, but we're sort of like toddlers. And when we do well, our guides and those who are more advanced than us, they get kind of excited. Sort of like, when you see a baby take their first steps or learn how to finally their fine motor skills are just the right amount, that they finally get that block into the block sorter without the need for any help whatsoever. Or they finally color the picture the perfect way they wanted to, and they're so proud to show it. It's that sort of feeling that they feel for us. So having a peace mindset and a love mindset and looking for peace in this realm, despite all that is going on. Also, please be careful what you're ingesting, what you're taking in, because there is a lot of lies out there going on. And we just need to be very, very careful and mindful. Ask for help if you're not sure. Don't spread things that you're not sure about. Try to just make, a rule for yourself, like a standard, like, nope, if I'm not sure, I'm not going to send it because it might not be what I think it is. And really, I think unless our spirit guides are sort of compelling us to do something, to say something, to speak up, whatever that is, we should be careful to not add harm to the realm. And I understand that there are a lot of people who are like, oh, excuse me, do you see what's going on out there? Yes, I do. I have been seeing it. I've been seeing this stuff since I was about 8. I've been feeling in the 80s, I have been feeling the unease of the United States, and I knew that something wasn't quite right. I didn't know what it was, but at 8 years old, I knew something was up, okay? So I have been paying attention for a very, very long time, okay? And I do care about a lot of people in that geographical part of the world. That is where my family landed first, was in New York, and then we moved up to Canada, okay? So, also, it's part of Mother Earth, and I care about Mother Earth, so, you know what I mean? But there are huge changes coming. I have been getting a lot of pictures since, I think it was 2016, about that particular part of, I'm going to call it South Turtle Island, because I think we're connected, you know? We're just different. We're connected but different. And we can get along and still be different from each other. We don't want to be like anything we're not. We do not need to be doing this imposing of wills on people. That's not necessary. The backstabbing, the games, the lies, the propaganda, the manipulation, the interference, all of those things. Those things are going to be monitored in such a huge new way. So also build that in yourself with your spirit and your spirit guides. They are your watchers. They see more of what's going on around you than you can see. If you imagine giant beings around you protecting you when you ask for protection, and you could know that that's what they're doing. Your birth angels are watching over you until it's your time. And the others in your life, when you ask for help, they're here to help you. But they don't push themselves on us. We have to ask. We give consent, and then they do, because that's how it's, we have free will. It's us. So what I'm saying is make sure you're in prayer and protection for yourself. Watch what you talk about. Watch what you watch. Be informed. Maybe do written word instead of watching videos in trusted news sources that you can find. I would not be taking any kind of mainstream news as serious at this time. There's very few that I feel are not skewed or tainted at this time. And don't let people talk you out of like if you clearly saw what happened in different places, you saw the footage from the cameras, you saw the things, and then time goes by and people change the story and people get gaslit and manipulated, and it wasn't that, it was just like a tour guide, it was a tour group. No. Don't believe that. Don't believe the evidence of your eyes. Believe what we tell you. Come on, guys. We need to pay attention and be aware. And do not allow people to manipulate you when you know the truth. We're having a revelation of the ages right now. I hope that you're enjoying this rain. I'm very grateful for the rain. And I'm hoping that all of the trees surrounding us get very, very, very good drinks. Because I don't like forest fires. I don't like them at all. I've lived through it. Don't like it. So, just wanting to encourage you and put this out. If you would like to book a reading with me, I will have a link below. I only have a finite amount of spaces because my guides have told me how many I can do in a week. So if you're interested, please check out the link and sign up for a reading. I hope that everybody is good. And if you're not good, I hope you're working towards getting better. We're going through great change. We're going to be okay. This world is just a spot on, like, our lives are just a blink, compared to eternity. And if you can just remember to stay at least neutral, even when you're being bombarded with a lot. And I pray for your hearts today, my heart today, that we may be focused on love and being love in the world full of anger and hateful behavior. I'm sending you love always for your day. Ta-ra.